Hello friends, welcome to my video. In this video I am going to teach how to wire an industrial switchboard. This switchboard needs several single-phase electric motor and a three-phase electric motor. We want to install this equipment inside the switchboard. Stay with me. In the first step, we install the ducts in the electrical panel. In the next step, we install the rails in the switchboard. The switchboard equipment is placed on these rails. In this step, we install the equipment in the electrical panel. A three-phase RCCB switch can be installed to which all electrical equipment is connected and is the main switch of the electrical panel. We also install a phase controller that controls the phases and cuts off the circuit in case of two phases electricity and voltage increase and decrease. In this switchboard, one of the single-phase electric motors works with a timer, so we installed a timer in this switchboard. Now we will install miniature single-phase switches in the electrical panel. We will install a contactor to turn on and off the three-phase electric motor, and next to it we will install a current controller to control its current and protect the electric motor from excess current. We also install the same system for a single-phase electric motors. Now we go to install the terminals. At first, we install the input terminals of the switchboard. The three-phase power enters the switchboard from these terminals. In the next step, we install the output terminals of the single-phase electric motor that are connected to a contactor. In the next step, we will install the output terminals of the three-phase electric motor, and next to it, we will install two terminals for the electric motor sensor. We also install a 4-terminal system for the water cooler. Cooler null is connected to the blue terminal. slow speed, fast speed, and its water motor are connected to the red terminals respectively. Then we install the single-phase output terminals. Now we connect the required equipment on the door of the electrical panel. First, we install 3 signal lights, each of which means that one phase is connected. When we install a selector switch to light the place on the door. Another selector switch is used to turn on the 3-phase electric motor. And a 2-mode selector switch that is used for single-phase electric motor. One mode is for continuous operation and another mode is for turning on with a timer. Now we go to the wiring of the electrical panel. In the first stage of wiring, we connect the 3 phases and the main null to the input of the RCCB switch. In the next step, we connect the input of the miniature switch to the output, the RCCB switch. When the RCCB switch is activated, the single-phase switches are also organized. In this part, we connect the input of the phase contactor to the output of the RCCB switch. When the RCCB switch is activated, the contactors are organized. And in this part, we connect the input power of the contactor for the single-phase electric motor. This electric motor needs a single phase and a null wire, which we connected. Then we connected the output of the contactors to the output terminals. But before that, we passed the output wires through the whole of the current controller, and they will read the current and cut off the circuit in case of excess current. And for a three-phase electric motor, the phase wire passes through the first and third hole in a round trip fashion, and the null wire is directly connected to the output terminals. In this step, we wire the single-phase outputs. In this step, we wire the phase controller. This device has 3 phases and 1 null, which is connected to the RCCB switch. If any of the phases or null is disconnected, the phase controller will warn and disconnect the command circuit. This is done by using a command relay in phase controller. At this stage, we connect a single-phase socket to the electrical panel. This socket contains one phase wire and one null wire, the phase wire of which is connected to the yellow miniature switch, and the null wire to the output of the RCCB switch. At this stage, we install a switch for the water cooler on the electrical panel. The input of this switch is connected to the miniature switch and its output is connected to the output terminals. At this stage, we wire the door of the electrical panel. The signal lights are connected to 3 phases and have a common null. The input of the selector switch is connected to the phase controller relay to cut the circuit if needed, and the output of the switch to the corresponding current controller. The first output of the 2-mode switch is connected to the current controller and the second output is connected to the timer. The wiring is finished. Now we close the door of the ducts. If you like the video, please press the like and subscribe button. Good luck.